It's the bald and the beautiful. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood on My Country 96.1.
Cande, we start with Riley Green, who's got a music video coming out this week. Now, we've seen a little clip of it. It's for the song Worst Way, and apparently it is very risque.
Oh, I like risque.
Yeah, people who like Riley Green will appreciate this music video, apparently. Let's go back to the Super Bowl. Couple of things to wrap up. 126 million people watched at one time at the greatest time of the most viewers. That is a record.
Ooh.
Yeah. I see it doesn't matter who's in the Super Bowl, apparently.
Apparently not.
You know, because it wasn't a great game, and I don't think anyone was all that into the teams unless you lived in Kansas City or Philly.
Well, listen, Eagle fans are notoriously wild, crazy, like insane people. And that was the majority of the people at the Super Bowl were Eagle fans.
Yes, that's true.
And that made a huge difference. They are crazy. They'll eat you up alive. And that's exactly what happened.
And they destroyed their own city, by the way.
Of course, nobody's surprised by that.
They won and then ran through the streets of Philadelphia and broke windows. And I mean, it was crazy.
Nuts, crazy. Insane. Yeah.
Some other things, Jalen Hurts, the MVP, obviously he's going to Disney World. He did the commercial for them.
Very nice.
Patrick Mahomes apologized post-game to the fans of Kansas City, said we will be back, and he was very sorry for the game that he had.
Yeah, it was a really bad game.
Yep. And Super Bowl commercials, final rankings according to a poll. Number 1 was Budweiser, number 2 was Lay's potato chips, and number 3 was the Michelob Ultra pickleball commercial.
Okay.
All right, and we move on. We put the Super Bowl behind us, Cande.
Yes, we do.
The Village People, who I loved growing up. You know, I have their 8 tracks. You do know that.
I know that now.
Yeah, they are making a play for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and for Kennedy Center honors. They are, listen, we've had an impact on the world.
They have. They make a good point.
I tend to agree. Love them, for sure. Buster Poindexter, otherwise known as David Johansen, he is battling not only stage 4 cancer, but a brain tumor as well.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Very talented fellow, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other sad news, Tiger Woods' mother passed away. He has now withdrawn from his tournament this weekend. He's like the host of the Genesis Invitational, but he will not play, obviously.
Understandable. Absolutely.
Yeah. Did you see the private plane crash in Arizona?
I didn't see it, but I read about it. Vince Neil's private jet.
Yeah. So, sadly, a pilot, and I don't know if it was the private plane pilot or the other plane, but these two planes crashed on a runway in Arizona. One of the pilots passed away. Vince Neil from Motley Crue was not on the plane at the time. His girlfriend happened to be.
And her dog.
Yep. And she suffered 5 broken ribs. She is okay, though, otherwise.
Yeah.
And, just a terrible accident. Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah.
Better news, Green Day is getting into movies. Billie Joe Armstrong, the lead singer, says they are producing and putting together and writing also a coming-of-age movie with a couple of big stars that will kind of revolve around a band getting into a van, traveling across the country for a show that they think they have. It's supposed to be, kind of cute and funny, like a comedy and romantic thing and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty good. I like that.
It does. It does.
And last one for you. This, I've never heard of this. I bet you I'm about to tell you something you've never heard, okay?
All right, I'm ready.
Bryan Adams had a show in Australia, canceled, and here's why. The city's sewer system got backed up by something called a fatberg, which is a combination of the words fat and iceberg. And apparently this is a real thing when non-biodegradable stuff, solids like wet wipes, mix with fat and oil and create a blockage and then back up a city's sewer system.
Ew.
Yeah. So I guess apparently the mess and the smell was too much, and
I believe that.
they had to cancel Brian Adams' show.
I'd run to the plane, get me out of this country.
You know when they put the sign over the toilet, please do not throw anything in the toilet. Right?
Now we know why.
Yeah. TV tonight, CBS with FBI International, FBI Most Wanted, Fox with Doc and the Joe Schmo Show, NBC, Deal or No Deal Island. And there you have it. Your bald and the beautiful entertainment, everything from Nashville to Hollywood. We are looking at an okay day today. But from what I understand, Candy, tomorrow we could have a little stuff again tomorrow morning.
What are you talking about? What time does that begin?
Tomorrow morning, apparently.
Oh, I'm supposed to see my hand doctor in the afternoon.
Well, you might. No, you might see your hand doctor. So I wouldn't be too concerned. But I will tell you today, mix of sun and clouds, about 33. We are supposed to get some snow overnight starting maybe 9, 10, 11 o'clock tonight and going into the morning. Will it be enough to delay school and cause a little slickness and problems in the morning? We'll see. It goes from apparently 9 p.m. to about 6 a.m. So we'll see.
Whoa, that's a long time.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that tonight on the overnight. Phathead and Cande, My Country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.